You've got a mix of, obviously you've been around a while, been a lot of different places, you have a lot of different defenses now. But, recently you've come from the NFL. I mean, have you had to adjust your scheme a little bit to the Big 12 and, the wider sets and things of that nature?
Yeah, that's a great question because, the Big 12 is unique in a lot of ways from a lot of leagues. When you talk about the SEC or you talk about the Pac-12, they're almost more NFL-type leagues from the standpoint that they're all like what Texas is doing. They're all using personnel groups, changing personnel groups, not as fast a pace all the time. Whereas, the spread offense in the Big 12 is kind of unique in the top conferences. And I think that forces us to, it's like playing the wishbone. You have to be disciplined on who has the dive, who has the quarterback, who has the pitch. Well, it's the same thing in this league because, they run the zone read option and some of those things, and you have to take care of those things. You just can't line up there and say, okay, we're going to get in a four-man line and we're going to rush up the field and we're going to stop all the passing game. You've got to stop the running game, which is unique in itself with all the motion. And so there's some changes that you have to do to adapt. South Dakota State has no idea what we're going to do because I've been in about five different defenses in the last 3 or 4 years. I think you'd have to say we're a multiple defense. I think we're capable of doing a lot of things if the personnel fits, And I would say right now, here's how I look at things. If we've got 3 linemen that are warriors, but we don't have 4, then we'll probably play more 3. If we got 4 linemen that are warriors, we only, we don't have, something else, we're going to do that. We're going to do what we have to do. That's really what it amounts to. Well, I think Toben is rocked up now. All of a sudden, I think our strength guys did a great job with a lot of our players. I think when you see our players, if you paid attention to what they look like when you just watch them, walk in or whatever before, you're going to be surprised, I think, as far as what has happened to a lot of the guys physically. And Toben is one of those guys. I think when you look at him, you're going to see a kind of a different guy. But he has fast twitch ability. He's got quickness off the ball. He's capable. He's one of those guys that's capable of playing down or standing up, which is a great advantage because now you can do some different things with him on the field and not have to substitute somebody to do some things. So he's a good football player. I'm more impressed with him now after seeing what he did in the offseason than I was even before. And I think he's just going to kind of go forward. And I think being named captain is a big deal. I mean, I think that shows you where the kid's, what the type of kid he is. And it wasn't close. So, that's good.